guys, it's Talia. Sorry for the current look, but my hair's nasty. I didn't get a chance to take a shower this morning because I woke up and shortly after I had to dealing with a cat again. Because as I mentioned in my last video, laptop in front of me, she wants to be in front of me as well. But today, lovely introduction. Today is actually Monday, November 30th, and it's the last day of November. Tomorrow we officially have 31 more days till the end of the year. Yeah, time goes by too fast. Kelly, stop. I guess we're gonna do this again. I've been running errands all day, and we had my grandson had somewhat of an appointment this morning. We just had to go see the doctor and get Malik on some of the lactose intolerant formula, and then we left there. He got a prescription. Then we had to go there to the WIC office and take that to them so that they could officially let us get that kind of formula instead of the regular formula. Left there, then we had to stop by Walmart and got some new formula, and then came back home, dropped my daughter and grandson off, and went back out, went to Wendy's, get something to eat to bring back, and now I'm back home. I had baked potato and chili. Haven't eaten the chili yet. Probably the worst baked potato I've ever had from Wendy's in a long time. Yep, they're slipping. At least the one I went to is. I apologize. I see in my little viewfinder, I see it's very foggy, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the lighting right now, but I'm hoping the end result will be better because this doesn't look good. Okay, it's just gonna be a quick video, just a quick little update before I have to head out again. Stop. And then that'll be it for right now. Okay, WIPs. Didn't get anything done on Pokemon this week. Like I said last week, he's just kind of the fifth wheel of my projects right now. I work on him when I get a chance. But with Christmas quickly approaching, I have more work than I think I'm going to be able to get done. I'm going to try to work on Dale Earnhardt Jr. pattern. But I need to go ahead and get the, I need to get something done. I need to at least get the ones for my kids done. Okay, first off, I know I shared this on the group last night. Dale Earnhardt Jr., I can't explain the progress I had last week. I'm just going to show you where I'm at this week. I can show you this without, and I've done like this kind of medium tan color, or dark tan. I keep saying medium, but it's kind of a darker tan. This kind of darker tan, kind of filled it in down, little confetti's down here. And you probably can't see it, but I started this kind of off-white line that runs along the outer edge of the 8. I think I stopped right around here. So yeah, I still have a lot to do. This is just the first page. I'm so far away from being done. Yeah, that's progress on him. Then we have Just like that. If you notice, I took Dale off the Q-snap. It was just too much trying to fight. The size of the Q-snap, the width, was just barely as wide as the fabric, and I was just fighting with it too much. So he's gone back on a hoop because I was still working a lot on along the top there, and it's not possible with the Q-snap because with the even with the grind guard on, you kind of lose about an inch around the edge to be able to work. But either way, I didn't get a whole lot done on Slipknot. Here's where he's at now. Last time I was almost finished with this guy. I just had like 4 or 5 spikes left here on the side of his head to do, and I realized that I had left out some gray on his shoes there. I don't know if you can see it on the tops of his shoes. Fill those in. So this one right here is 100% done. Then I'm moving on to the second one. That's all I've gotten done on him. I need to try to work on him some today, if possible. So that's them. It's not a difficult stitch. It's just time and lack of it. I didn't have much time to stitch on anything this week because Thanksgiving week, the hours were a little bit longer at the mall, and so I can really only, if I'm going to work on my projects at work, I have to be alone to do it. It has to be a slower day when I'm by myself in my store, and that didn't happen this week, so I didn't get much chance to work on anything. Most of the progress, I got one more clip to show you, and then I'll kind of explain what happened. I have a new start. I finally got the fabric. I believe it was Wednesday. I believe it was last Wednesday the fabric came in for the Dragon Ball Z. I can take this off. And my Q-snap cover came in. Kind of a purple damask. I don't know what you call it. I don't know. Just purple. It's kind of mottled purple. Yeah. That's that. I really don't want to take this off the Q-snap, but it took me so long to get it on there yesterday. But this is the fabric. Now kind of looking back, I'm kind of starting to see the pattern, the actual picture of what it's supposed to be. This is what I worked on Thanksgiving. This was the last and only time I worked on this one. This is the Dragon Ball Z that I've been waiting so long to start. I did get the fabric. It was a special order from Chromatic Alchemy, and she sent it out on, I believe she said on the 10th, October the 10th, or somewhere around there, and I just got it in, not October the 10th, November the 10th, and it arrived the day before Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's basically it. What you see is just the white in the middle, and then it kind of flares out from there. This was the smallest piece that she made, which was like a 13 by 18. That's why I can handle it a little bit better in the Q-snap. This right here, this size, is all it's going to be. Maybe not. Just a little bit more. It's about like that. Yeah. So, and this from here, and then it's mirrored on the other side. Basically, it's mirrored, but just different coloring. So yeah, that's that. And like I said, The only time I worked on it was on Thanksgiving. I got in about 4 or 5 hours worth, I guess. And I'll put this cover back on here. So yeah. Not that I don't like the Q-snap cover. An 8-inch Q-snap is a weird thing. Just like I'm sure a 6-inch would be even weirder, because it doesn't, especially once you put the grime guard on there, it doesn't give you, it gives you even less space to work in. And if you're working on a pattern that goes all the way up here to up here, you have to take it off the Q-snap and move it. It gives you less space to work with. I'm sure on larger Q-snaps, the subtraction of the working space is not such a big deal, but it is to me. Okay, that concludes WIPs. And yeah. I got some things in. I got a lot of things in this week. I bought more than I should have on the Stash Unload page. It's your fault. For even suggesting a Stash Unload page. Because I found one that was not, it's not the Facebook group Stash Unload. It was, I found another one. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Interruption. Where was I? Oh yeah. I got some things from the Stash Unload page. It's not a Facebook group called Stash Unload. It's another one. I think it's called Buy and Sell Stitching Supplies or something like that. And I can't look it up. Give me a second. Since I can't use my computer, I'm gonna have to look it up on my phone. What are we doing here? This thing is being freaking weird. It's a little better. But anyway, we got a bunch of stuff from the Stash Unload page. Okay. It is called because there's two. I noticed there's two that's similar. And a lot of the ones that I saw on Stash Unload, people were either asking a ridiculous price for them, or they were just like old patterns. They were old people patterns. I didn't like any of them. Okay. And the one I got these from is called Buy and Sell Cross Stitch Supplies. So it's easy to, kind of easy to remember, right? Okay. And I got some good ones. Wait till you see what I got. Okay. I'm gonna start with the kind of mild ones first. First I got this one. It's from Summer House Stitch Works. It's called Flame Stitch Fragment. And it's supposed to be like similar to the style of the flame stitch, but it's done in cross stitch. See what they did there? It's called flame stitch. Really pretty. There's got the actual photograph right there. It's really pretty. It's 120 by 209 stitches. It only uses DMC, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors of DMC. So pretty simple. I mean, this might be one of my starts for Mania. I don't know yet, but we'll see. back up. They're gonna get better and better. Wait. Then I got I swear if I have to redo this video because I already had to pause it. Hopefully I can smash it together. Okay. Then I got one's from I got one from a company called Ship's Manor. It's called Fire and Ice. It's really pretty. How about I take this out of the package so you can see it better? That would be an awesome idea. Okay, here we go. It's from Ship's Manor. It's called Fire and Ice. On this side you have kind of the warm colors, you know, the reds and browns and blacks, golds. And on this side you have the more cool colors, you know, the blues. It's kind of a lavender in there, gray. It's really pretty. This one uses something. It is stitched on Jovelin, but I've noticed it does give it a specialty thread. It's specialty thread is called Valdani. It's not, I've never heard of it. And it does give a DMC conversion. So I don't know. I'll look up the Valdani, and it does say that the but it's 3 strands. Yeah, it's 3 strands, 3/2 on 28 count dense fog Jovelin, which is what the model was stitched on. So we'll see. But this is the model was stitched with Valdani, which makes it look like there's more thread colors. I don't know why that is, because there's 12. Okay, there is 12 thread colors in here, but I guess what the Valdani is a little variegated, so that's why it says model was stitched with Valdani thread, which makes it look like more than 12 thread colors were used. So I'm gonna look that up and see what those look like. See what the price wise looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put these up because that's the last thing I need for little Miss Furball over here to mess them up, which is likely to happen. Yeah, I just now noticed the pattern. Very easy to read. Very easy to read. It's very large. It's actually in a couple of pages. It's very large print, so good for me. Okay. Number 2. Then we got cross-eyed cricket collection, the Lion and the Lamb. Pretty pretty. And there's a bonus one on here on the back here for Wooded Santa. So it's really pretty. It's got that kind of primitive look to it. And then I finally managed to get a few Lavender and Lace. I did. The first one I want to show you. I'm trying to think one of these doesn't use more. I think this one only uses one color of Mill Hill beads. This one is called Lady Claire. There we go. Lady Claire from Lavender Lace. And going back on my other video, I realized I couldn't think of the name. I realized that I was saying leather and lace. That's a strip club back in my hometown. Sorry. But yeah, Lavender and Lace. Lady Claire. Then I got Peace Angel. Really pretty. Let's see that. This one has, the first one only had one Kreinik and one color metal bead. This one has 4 colors of Millhill beads and 2 colors of Kreinik. So we'll probably start with Lady Claire, even though I'm working toward my other one. I'm about to show you. Peace Angel. Then finally, well, not finally, not as in the last thing I got, but my last Lavender and Lace, probably one many of you will recognize, Guardian Angel. This is my favorite. Well, this is my favorite after Angel of Love. I didn't realize Angel of Love has so many beads in it. We're gonna start with this one. I don't think this one probably has. It doesn't say. Blend. I'm not seeing any beads on this one. Yeah, I'm not seeing any beads listed on this one, but I know it's got to take some beads or Kreinik. But I haven't even opened the package yet. You see, these are all haven't even been opened yet. These are all freshly. These are still original packaging. I'm looking. Maybe it's the 282Z. Maybe that's the DMC light effects or something. You guys know more about this than I do. I've never stitched anything like this. But yeah, I mean, it's not saying, it's not listed. It's not listed there's any Kreinik or beads on here, but surely there's gotta be something. Or am I just missing it? I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. I'm looking at this. I mean, I'm seeing almost metallic looking in it. So I don't know. Maybe it's the some kind of DMC metallic stuff. What that 282Z is. And then I got, somehow I managed, this was actually the most expensive pattern because I'm sure they realized how popular and how coveted this pattern is. But I got it. I'll make it one day. May not be next year, but I'll make it one day when I get around to it. I don't know if I'm going to be brave enough to try to dye my own thread like Pam did. I'm sorry, dye my own fabric like Pam did. Yep. No explanation necessary. I got this on the stash page. 20 bucks. Like I said, this was the most expensive pattern, but I got it. And it does make, it is the one, I'm thinking this is the original one. I don't know how to tell. Maybe you guys can tell me. I can't tell you when this pattern came out. It says 1935, 1984 Parker Brothers. So maybe this is the original 84 pattern. And it does say this makes a scale model Monopoly board. So. And finally, I don't know what possessed me to get this. I'm not much into fantasy. I just did a couple of things that I kind of like, but I don't know if it's enough to stitch it. And that is Teresa Winsler's Fantasy Collection book. And on the back it has all the patterns, just to show you. So, I don't know. I kind of like, I think the only ones I really care for in this one, I already have a carousel one that I like better. But I don't know. This one's a Teresa Winsler, so maybe it looks better. Oh, I kind of like this one. This one's okay. They kind of go to each other. But I like this one. This one is, I guess I could show you. It's just, they look so cross-stitch when you are right up on them. This is Rapunzel. Alright, lighting, we're going to have to cooperate here. Rapunzel. And then we have, this is one I was talking about. The one that I like the most is just called Day. And then on this page, we have Night. Then we have Magical Night. Flying in a sleigh, pulled by flying horses. Called Magical Night. Then we have the carousel. Like I said, I already have a different carousel one. I'm gonna have to look and see which one I like better. And it's almost exactly like this one. Maybe a different coloring. This is called the Castle Sampler. Then there's Stroke of Midnight, kind of a Cinderella-esque pattern. And then the one on the cover, which is called The Castle. And then it's called Pegasus. That's what a flying horse is. It's called a Pegasus. Pretty. Lots of color changes. And last but not least, we have Unicorn. Very dark. So yeah, that's that one. And the rest of the book is pattern. So that's what I got from Stash and Load. But that's not all I got this week. I got a couple of things from Listia. I actually got a couple more things that aren't stitching related, but you don't want to see those. Off of Listia, I got another cross-eyed cricket pattern. This one's a little bit smaller form. This one is called Humility Sampler, and it's number 18. Kind of the Amish. This is the one I had posted up on Facebook. There's 2 versions of this pattern. The same name, same number. The only difference is, I guess if you get the larger one, it comes with 4 patterns total. This one only has the 2. Let me make sure. Okay, yep. I'm just looking at this here. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, I don't know. I can't tell. But this is this one. Really pretty. I got something else from Flosstube that I don't know what to think of. I don't know what to think. Because the lady had it listed. She wasn't sure what the count was. She thought it would be she thought it might have been an 18 count. When I got it in, it's not an 18 count, it's a 14 count. I can't even show you the full size of this. I need to look up the size of this though. I need to look back on the listing. It's pretty big though. Oh, yeah. I don't have to. It's on the thing right here. The size of this thing is massive. Okay, it says 61 by 38. See if I can show you the color. Just to kind of compare. This is white. This is actual bright white. See that? She said she thought it was a cream color. It's I hate this color stuff because it's not coming out right. In person, it looks very peachy colored, which I guess it doesn't really matter if you're doing a full coverage on it. This thing, let's see if I can push you back a little bit here. I won't even be able to show you this whole thing. This is only half of it. It folds out. See that? It's huge. And it's swimming in fabric. This is the size of a small throw blanket. Pretty good size, to say the least. This is going to be probably, this is going to have to be for my Lost Boys, even though it's way too big. Either that, or I might just cut it a little at a time, based on what I need. We'll see. Now watch me as I try to fold this back up. Some manageable size. Okay. Okay. Here we go. But yeah. This pretty big. I just wish it wasn't 14 count. Why did it have to be 14 count? 16 count, 18 count. I could have made do with 18 count. But it's not 18 count. So, 14 count. Which means, to do the Lost Boys on that piece, I would have to do it, not necessarily 2, or even 4/1. 4/2, sorry. I would have to do at least 3/1, but like each charted stitch would be 4 stitches on the fabric, and I really don't want to do it that way because that's more work. I don't know what to do. And if I try, to do it single, the pattern's gonna be too small. It's gonna be smaller than I want. If I do it single on that 14 count, the pattern's gonna be, the design's only gonna be 14 by 21. And I wanted it something closer to the actual, like the actual size of a poster. If I double that measurement, if I do it to where each charted stitch is 4 stitches on the fabric, a stitch, 4 stitched in a square on fabric for each 1 charted stitch, that's going to double it to 28 by 42. 28 by 42. That's bigger than the posters you see in the marquee at the movie theaters. You know, like where on the outside of the building where they advertise what movies are coming, what movies are playing. That's bigger than those posters. Yeah. My original plan was to do it on a 16 count, so that it would be closer to like a purchased poster size, and which is usually 24 by 36. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that fabric. It have to be for something else, but we'll see. I hate to have gotten that fabric and not being able to use it. At least not for what I wanted to use it on. Just because it's the wrong count. So, yeah. But I guess I'll figure that out. I'm gonna look around. I've got to go. I'm about to go head back out again and actually go do some running around that I wanted to do. Let's just pay the power bill. Go by Hobby Lobby and maybe get a few things. We'll see. But yeah, I got some running around to do too. And I gotta go to the post office and mail off something that I actually sold on Listia myself. So I'm trying, now that I have a vehicle. Yeah, that reminds me, I gotta show you what I got. But yeah, this is what I got on Monday. When my dad went car shopping last Monday, took us forever. It took us all day at the dealership because they were having a hard time getting me financed as it was. But then the guy had to call each bank individually to talk to them and say, I have the income, I have the job history, but my credit wasn't really that great. So yeah. But yeah, I got something. And that's what I got. So, yeah. I like it. I've been driving it around for a week now. And I actually, you know when you get a new car, you just want to drive everywhere? Yeah, I'm kind of excited to go back home in North Carolina now. So, yeah. I like it. It gets me around. So today I don't mind driving around so much. I find I'm full of energy for some reason right now. But that's all I have for today. Got a lot. I need to stop buying patterns. And I also need to stop buying needle minders. Jeannie over at Minding My Minders is having a sale on needle minders this week. And I stocked up. This is probably the biggest order I've ever placed with her or anybody. And I have those coming in. Those probably might show up next week. If not next week, it'll be the week after. But next week, I am going to go check out my LNS. I'm finally making time to go check out my LNS, which means my video will be on Tuesday instead of Monday. So be on the lookout for that next week. And that's all I have for today. I know short and sweet, but I talk too much. Let's face it. I'll probably never have a video shorter than like 30 minutes. And I know this has gone over 30 minutes, so I guess I'll see you guys next week. And until then, have a blessed week. Have a great stitchy week, and I will see you guys later on. Bye.